We are continuing with intense fighting, both in defense and offense. Even at this hour, we are continuing to strike in various areas in Iran as part of Operation Amcali. The strikes are being carried out in line with the objective of the operation, removing the existential threat, the Iranian existential threat to the state of Israel, the nuclear threat, and the missile threat. Over the past 24 hours, the Air Force has completed a series of waves of strikes and blows against targets in various areas in Iran. This is a map of Iran. The points shown on the map illustrate the different areas within Iran. So far, we have struck over 150 targets and more than 400 different vehicles. Now I want to reveal to you a significant wave of strikes that was recently completed, demonstrating new capabilities achieved by the Air Force and the superiority and air dominance that the IDF holds over Iranian skies. During the night, the Air Force launched, using more than 70 fighter jets, a strike against targets in Tehran, which is located in the heart of the country. The road to Tehran has been paved. We struck more than 40 targets throughout Tehran, including missiles and advanced air defense systems, as well as additional command and launch infrastructure. Our Air Force pilots flew for about 2.5 hours over the skies of Tehran, alongside unmanned aerial vehicles that remain in the air 24 hours a day, maintaining control of the area and assisting with the strike and intelligence gathering. Dozens of aircraft are operating freely over Tehran, thanks to our opening strikes, which eliminated many of the threats posed by the Iranian air defense systems. This is an area where Air Force planes are operating for the first time. This is the deepest distance we have operated so far in Iran. The aircraft flew freely, right up to the point of launching a surprise attack. We have established air freedom of operation in western Iran all the way to Tehran. This air superiority will allow us to operate and neutralize threats to the state of Israel. Air Force pilots are acting professionally in the face of the risks. Reaching Tehran carries broad strategic and operational significance. The Air Force and the Intelligence Directorate have been preparing for this for years. We will reach anywhere necessary to protect the citizens of Israel. Tehran is no longer immune. Iran's capital and its terror institutions are exposed to Israeli strikes. Last night we attacked the Iranian regime's nuclear site in the Isfahan area. At this site, the Iranians established infrastructure for the purpose of uranium enrichment, repeated enrichment of uranium for clear military purposes. This is the next stage after uranium enrichment in the process of producing nuclear weapons. For years, Iran has invested great efforts and tens of millions of dollars in securing the nuclear site in the area. For this purpose, it recruited for the development of the facility hundreds of scientists and permanent workers. We attacked the site and destroyed the facility for producing metallic uranium, as well as infrastructure for converting enriched uranium, laboratories, and additional facilities. The destruction of these components constitutes a significant blow to Iran's ability to advance toward obtaining nuclear weapons. We cannot allow weapons of mass destruction in the hands of a regime whose goal is our destruction. I want to address the home front. The resilience of the civilians on the home front is a central component in achieving the objectives of the operation. Your composure is commendable. Unfortunately, yesterday 3 civilians were killed and 76 civilians were injured by Iranian missile strikes in population centers in Israel. I want to express my condolences to the families and wish a speedy recovery to the wounded. We will continue to do everything possible to neutralize every threat and improve our defense. We are working to provide the best possible protection. The layers of defense systems are working to intercept threats, but they are not airtight. In the recent barrages, limited hits were identified in several different areas, which resulted in people being trapped, injured, and even killed. All of them were evacuated to receive medical treatment. The Rescue and Evacuation Brigade forces of the Home Front Command, together with Magen David Adom, the Israel police, and the local authorities, are deployed across the country and are on alert in order to reach every scene as quickly as possible and provide a rapid response. I urge you to follow the instructions of the Home Front Command. They save lives. The public is asked not to document or share the locations of impacts. Publishing them serves the enemy. Many such posts have been circulated over the past day. I will repeat and ask, do not share them. We are in a multi-front war. Alongside the strikes in Iran, IDF soldiers and their commanders continue to fight both defensively and offensively on all fronts. The forces are deployed. IDF forces are also continuing to fight in Gaza at this very moment. I want to emphasize that the hostage headquarters, Southern Command, and military intelligence continue to dedicate all necessary resources to protect the hostages and fulfill the paramount mission of bringing them home. The hostages are always on our minds, and we'll continue to do everything possible to bring them back. I ask you to continue to remain calm and act with full responsibility. I know that the past few days have been difficult and complicated. We embarked on this operation knowing what a strong nation stands behind us. Together we can get through this. I will continue to be here and update you on any changes. questions.
Yediot Aronoth. Ynet question. Is the IDF considering a plan to evacuate residents living near bases following the Iranian attack attempts? And was such an option considered before the operation, which could have prevented the attack on the Dan region?
We are constantly learning and conducting ongoing situation assessments. We have prepared for a variety of scenarios. Civilian discipline is an inseparable part of our success. It is important to follow the instructions of the Home Front Command. We must remember that we have the best air defense systems in the world, but they are not hermetic. We must continue to act according to the guidelines.
Israel Hayom question. Are steps being taken to open the airspace for flights and allow the return of tens of thousands of Israelis who are stranded abroad?
We are in the second day of the operation. We are constantly conducting ongoing situation assessments, and according to those assessments, we will act accordingly moving forward.
Mako's question. Has the IDF already struck Iranian missiles to an extent that could reduce the firing at Israel?
That's exactly why we launched the operation to damage Iran's capabilities, Iran's missile capabilities, as it continues to produce more and more missiles. One of the objectives is to strike the missile capabilities along with other targets that we are hitting. So far, the Air Force has struck dozens of surface-to-surface missiles, and we will continue to act and strike them going forward. Once again, here too, a freckle. I notice it, small and brown, standing out against the lighter skin around it. It's not the first time I've found a freckle in a new place, and each time I wonder if it's always been there or if it's something new. These tiny marks seem to appear quietly, almost as if they're keeping track of the days I've spent in the sun or the moments that have passed by. This particular freckle, like the others, is a subtle reminder of time moving forward, of experiences that leave their mark in ways both seen and unseen. I find myself tracing its outline, thinking about how something so small can hold so many memories. Once again, here too a freckle quietly present a gentle witness to the story written on my skin. We are operating in cooperation with partners around the world. There are various partnerships, but I can't elaborate beyond that.